called to take on the challenges of hunger and poverty and disease, and that is precisely what America is doing.
We are Americans. We are tougher than the times we live in, and we are bigger than our politics have been. So let's meet the moment. Let's get to work, and let's show the world once again why the United States of America remains the greatest nation on earth.
Barbie is a single African-American mother of two living in poverty in Philadelphia. Her struggle to feed her children each day is communicated strongly through appeals to pathos using emotional music and visual cues. This difficulty is effectively portrayed in the film through a combination of video clips as well as text. Barbie is first shown standing on the curb in the cold, waiting for a bus with a sad, impatient look on her face. The background music contains a hard and scattered beat paired with shrill piano notes, highlighting the uncontrollable nature of Barbie's life as she struggles each day to feed her family. A fully black screen with white text to convey messages causes the viewer to not only read the words but feel them. The color black brings down the mood of the viewer and allows them to feel the darkness of hunger. This dark mood is continued through a strong appeal to pathos. When Barbie's two children are introduced, their adorable nature paired with their hunger creates an emotional connection. Through this combination of a mother's plea and her children's innocence, the audience is pulled in and feels the desire to help. While Barbie depends on unreliable food stamps on a daily basis, elsewhere in the world, people like James McGovern have stable roofs over their heads with plenty of food to eat. As McGovern, a U.S. representative, is interviewed, he reveals that he thought that the food stamp benefit was adequate, as many working for the U.S. government do. Rather than setting the stage for the U.S. politician's interview, the director chose instead to cut directly from footage of Barbie's children to McGovern's face. This anticlimactic changeover from one person to a very different second person is notable. By keeping the transition separate and creating one clip from two dissimilar excerpts, the author implies that the two people are equals. The equal nature of the transition breaks the barriers that the two people have: skin color, gender, and economic standing, showing the universal nature of hunger. While McGovern is inherently different from Barbie and did not need food stamps, he went directly on the diet as he wished to prove that it was insufficient to live on. However, he explains that it was extremely difficult to work with. In contrast to Barbie's segment, which was propelled by visual elements, McGovern's excerpt is highly oral and makes use of music and voice. Because he is less likely to be visually drawing compared to two adorable children, the director appeals to the stress of the situation through sound. While McGovern describes the stress and exhaustion of food restrictions at the grocery store, music with more heavy percussion and minor notes is used to convey uneasiness and high stakes.
I had my budget, and I went to a supermarket, and it took me an awful long time because you have to add up every penny, and it has to last you for a week.
This music indicates just how stressful it is to shop while on food stamps. Within a tight budget, one is living in survival mode more than ever before to get enough calories. McGovern's words are paired with his status as a member of the United States government. He establishes a federal ethos as he is a government official, which comes with implied high accomplishments in education. These preconceptions cause his insight to be more believable and backed by experience. In contrast to Barbie, he is a white male with a white-collar job who, at the beginning of his research, knew little about the extent of hunger. By showcasing his opinions and documenting his experience, he breaks the stereotype of ignorant government officials and makes the truth known to the other half who may not know about the issue of hunger in America. While the white political elite pay little attention to the struggle against hunger, millions of people in the nation struggle to feed their families nutritious food. Through the combination of two very different people's backgrounds and stories about hunger, A Place at the Table makes a striking point about the lack of knowledge about this extreme issue within America.